But it says on the commission has failed to publish these disclosures because the commission is supposed to publish these. It says the most recent gazetted reports dated back to December 2011, covering declarations only up to 2008. So which means from 2008, we have not had a declaration from any of the parliamentarians, which means all of these suckers are criminals, PLPs and FNMs. Y'all didn't see what's going on here? They're a bunch of criminals. All of them broke the law. All of them. All of them broke the law. PLPs and FNM, all of them are criminals. So the most recent gazetted report dates back to December 2011, covering declarations only up to 2008. Efforts are reportedly underway to modernize the filing and publication system. But how much you got to do? You have 40 people in Parliament to really make sure of. And then you have your your heads of government and the various government departments, the permanent secretaries, and these different people. And you can't get that done in a year? In 5 years? What the hell y'all doing? Please let me know what y'all doing till y'all can't get that done. Because that's a failure of the system. All them people need to be fired. And some of them need to go to jail. It says the statement did make note of the Independent Commission of Investigations bill, which was passed earlier this year to establish an independent body. The Independent Commission of Investigations, empowered to investigate allegations of serious criminal activity by members of the security forces and public officials. However, it is expected to take 1 to several years before the commission becomes fully operational, the statement said. The statement noted that the Bahamas is tied with the U.S. at 28 out of 180 countries in Transparency International Corruption Perceptions Index in 2024. Still, it said there is a concern over the Bahamas' downward trajectory in the rankings in recent years. However, the country's ranking has fallen 9 points since 2011, indicating growing concerns over governance and anti-corruption efforts, enforcement. So both the PLP and the FNM governed over this period, and all of them was breaking the law and going down. It raised specific examples of alleged corruption by government officials and law enforcement agencies, making references to a 2024 New York indictment that named senior Royal Bahamas Police Force and Royal Bahamas Defense Force officials as conspirators in an attempt to traffic cocaine through the Bahamas and into the U.S. Bribes allegedly ranged from $10,000 to $2 million to facilitate drug trafficking operations, it said. The U.S. indictment also implicated an unnamed high-ranking Bahamian politician accused of agreeing to authorize law enforcement assistance in exchange for a $2 million bribe. It also referred to the court charging former cabinet minister Alicia Roll and Long Island MP Adrian Gibson, both FNMs, in separate incidents with crimes related to corruption during the last FNM administration. Both cases are still ongoing. Bahamian law provides criminal penalties for corruption, including fines of up to $10,000, and imprisonment for up to 4 years, or both for bribery of a government official, the statement said. While the government generally enforces these laws, application remains inconsistent, particularly with regard to public officials. There continues to be a pressing need for a stronger enforcement mechanism to prevent conflicts of interest, especially in the awarding of government contracts, which are often alleged to favor political supporters. I need y'all to hear what's going on. I want y'all to hear this. This is the criminality that's taking place in our government. And both the PLP and the FNM are complicit. There has been isolated reports of officials accepting small-scale bribes of convenience and extending preferential treatment to wealthy or politically connected individuals.